Everybody, thanks for tuning into today's video. Well, it's Monday on GazWeatherVids.com, so that can only mean one thing, and that means it's Europe Day. Yes, on Monday we always look at the weather for the continent on GazWeatherVids.com. So before I get on with the European outlook, I just want to talk about the advertisement. There usually be a video ad overlay in my web videos at GazWeatherVids.com. Please play those video ads because you'll be supporting GazWeatherVids.com if you do that. Also want to talk about the website where I get the charts from, by Central.d. You can find that on my links page. It's a fantastic German site, so that's pretty apt considering we're doing a European forecast. You can find that on my links page. Just click on the links page at the bottom of this page, the links tab. Go through to the links page, you'll see the link for West Central. Click on that and go through to the website. They have all of the charts from all the major computer models, and they have an extensive archive of historic charts going back to 1871. So I'm just going to get rid of my face there because you don't want to be seen that. And this is the situation across Europe today. Low pressure coming in off the Atlantic in towards Britain, Ireland, very unsettled. The bulk of the continent though actually under a ridge, so it's not too bad across large parts of the continent, although we have got some thundery showers over Germany and down into towards those alpine regions. For the upper air temperatures, well, we can see that it's a cool scene on this northwestern side of Europe. The heat, the hot upper air is really for the east, and particularly the southeast, and then down through the Mediterranean, as of course it should be in summer. So for precipitation, well, we've got a lot of wet weather on this northwestern side of the continent through Britain, Ireland. Heavy rain coming in there, some parts of northwestern France as well. Some showers and longer spells of rain for parts of Scandinavia, but I think that's on its way out. We've got a ridge building later in the week, and then we've got these areas of showers or thunderstorms around Germany, down in towards Austria, and some parts of northern Italy and the alpine regions of France as well. But really you have to say that for the bulk of the continent it's a dry scene. Most of the Mediterranean is dry, and much of this eastern part of the continent is dry as well. So we've got these specific areas of precipitation, but basically the continent having quite a bit of dry weather through today. The convective potential is on this east and southeast side, but because the air is dry in the east and the southeast, I don't think we're particularly realising that convective potential very well. Away from Germany and some of these alpine regions where we've got those thunderstorms going on. For temperatures, well, it's an incredibly cool scene up in the northwest of Europe. Britain is seeing temperatures today of just 13, 14, 15 degrees. Absolutely awful, dreadful temperatures there under persistent rain. It's a cool scene ready for France as well, and much of this northwestern part of the continent is cool. The heat is in the east, particularly around parts of Poland and through in towards Latvia, Ukraine. Most sort of areas seeing temperatures up to around 100 Fahrenheit, can you believe? So the heat really is in the east, but very cool scene in the west. Now for the middle of the week, we've got low pressure still around the northwest of Europe, so it's still an unsettled scene, and that low pressure that's turning in towards some central parts of the continent as well. Mediterranean largely dry because it's summer and we're under a bit of a ridge. We've got an ice ridge building over Scandinavia also. So for upper air temperatures, well, the heat again is on in the east, very hot weather in the east of Europe through the Mediterranean as it should be. It should be hot in the Med, and it will be. The northwest of Europe, very cool, and things warming up in Scandinavia as well, as that ridge builds over Scandinavia, warming things up and settling things down. So a lot of dry weather up over Scandinavia for the middle of the week. Basically dry for Sweden, Norway and Finland. Lots of dry weather also extending down onto this eastern side of Europe. Very hot and sunny and dry, and basically dry, hot and sunny through the Mediterranean. Parts of northern Italy around the Pyrenees, parts of northern Spain I should say around the Pyrenees, and parts of northern Italy around the Alps could be having some thunderstorms, but really the Mediterranean having a lot of dry weather. So the unsettled weather is for this central and western part of the continent, so it's through France, Britain, Ireland, in towards Denmark, the Low Countries, Germany, down in towards Austria, Switzerland, unsettled with showers or longer spells of rain. Could be some thunderstorms. For convective potential, well, it's in this central part of Europe, but we've got the highest convective potential. There is convective potential to the east as well, but I think that's not going to be realised particularly well because the air remains dry and hot. For temperatures, again, it's an east-west split across the continent. The west is cool through Britain, Ireland, France, very cool temperatures. A bit warmer in Germany, that's setting off those thundery showers, and warmer for Scandinavia as well, because we're under that ridge of high pressure. But the heat, the real heat, is in the east and through the Mediterranean. Again, that's where it should be, through Mediterranean, but perhaps not as hot as this. It probably shouldn't be as hot as this in these eastern and northeastern parts of the continent. Then having a look into the weekend, well, the low pressure is still stuck there around the British Isles. So, but the sporting events in Wimbledon and the Grand Prix in Silverstone, I think it's looking quite unsettled. Low pressure is dominating, and we're very unlucky really around the northwest, because we've got high pressure building to the north, high pressure through the Mediterranean, and quite a bit of high pressure to the east as well. Now that said, it will still be unsettling in some central areas, but before we look at that, it's looking at the upper air temperatures. Hot areas through this eastern part of Europe again, and through the Mediterranean, very cool in the northwest, and quite warm over Scandinavia. Nice warm ridge going on there. So for precipitation, well, we've got the precipitation around the northwest, Britain, Ireland, showers or longer spells of rain. That extends through northern France, the Low Countries, Denmark, particularly unsettled perhaps around Germany, and some thunderstorms possibly by this time starting to break out across parts of Poland as well. But as we go further east in towards Ukraine, largely dry, and dry through much of Belarus and parts of Latvia as well, and the bulk of Scandinavia dry also, though these very southern parts of Sweden and Norway perhaps seeing some thundery showers moving in, but the bulk of Scandinavia dry, and the bulk of the Mediterranean dry as well. Having a look at Cape, well, all the Cape is on this eastern side, and through the central parts, but west not seeing much because it's so cool. Nothing really over Scandinavia because we're under a ridge of high pressure. So the Cape is in the east, particularly centred perhaps around Poland. I think because some very, very violent storms breaking out over Poland later on in the week, next weekend really. So the heat is in the east, gradually being pushed a bit further east there, things cooling down maybe for parts of Austria and parts of Poland as well. Quite a cool scene through Germany, very cool through Britain, Ireland, much of France. The heat is through Mediterranean, dry, hot and sunny, but the bulk of Mediterranean and in this east side. But I'd say that heat is gradually starting to be forced back further east actually by next weekend. So really we're looking at a very, very unsettled, cool and unseasonably horrible spell coming up ready for the northwest of Europe, Britain and Ireland. Horrible weather this week. France not very good either. The heat is in the east, and a nice ridge building over Scandinavia, bringing plenty of dry, warm and sunny weather for the bulk of Scandinavia. That's it for now. I'll come back next Monday. We'll be having another look at weather across Europe, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.